you know, he said Lane was coming in. So I came and I saw you. And I was
No,
like,
I never. I sent you the wrong Instagram. I sent them the wrong Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, so the auto one you're checking out.
Well, I got prepped for Lane and then I walked in. I saw Dane. I was like, all right, well, I guess we got the champ today.
No, I resent it to you after. I just sent you the wrong Instagram. That's why.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, my bad.
Nah, but we got the champ now. Is that an upgrade?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're the champ.
How did you guys even get into this slap game?
Man, actually, my older brother, Koa, he was doing it in. So he actually moved here from Las Vegas to Missouri. He drove out there, but he got fired from his job for slapping a girl, and because the girl spit in his face, and he slapped the girl, and then he got fired.
And what did she do? Like fly through the walls like the guy in Incredibles?
No, I don't know. I wasn't there, but I think pretty sure she was on the ground or something.
That's one of the most disrespectful things,
Right.
like us spitting in somebody's face.
She spit in his face or whatever, and he slapped him. Bang. And from there, it was like, oh.
I don't know if I should laugh at that.
No, but that's kind of for us. I don't hit women too as well. So for me, see that from my brother, it's like, you know, you kind of have to piss him off a lot, or, you know, say something, or, you know, spit in his face.
Had to be something wild, right?
Right.
So why Missouri though? Why did he head out to Missouri?
He found his girlfriend or his chick, his wife now, but they moved out there with his family or with her family. Moved out there, and in the process of moving out there, he, like halfway through, I think he was in like somewhere by, like in the Midwest or like right before going out there, and he got into an altercation with somebody with a knife, and he was fighting this guy, and the guy stabbed him on the top of his head with a knife.
What the fuck?
Bro, yeah, stabbed him, scarred everything, and my brother seen red, and bro, he just bust the guy up and hit him with some elbows, and the guy was all kind of down on the ground already, and the cops came. They was like, oh, we know that guy, or we know. And then my brother was mad because, like, bro, you leave these guys out on the street, like, for do something like that, like, because the guy came up to my brother, or actually my brother's other half. They had another younger, like, kind of 13, 14-year-old brother, and the guy came up behind him and was kind of trying to talk to them, and so my brother came out, and then he already had the knife in his hand, and the guy, so it seemed like he did that kind of those things before, you know, and from there on, my brother just beat him up, and his other half's dad, even him, he got into it too. They both was busting this guy up, and my brother kind of, you know, had to pull the dad off too, because, you know, they all see red already. The guy's already done, like, knocked out already. So, but halfway going through Missouri, he ended up getting into like something like that at a motel, like a motel spot, you know, because you kind of stay in and then leave.
Wait, so that, like, he got stabbed in the head. And then did it just stop the knife? Like, what happened?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, stop the knife. But he sent us the picture, and he has so much meat on the top of his head, bruh, like the load of meat. Like, bruh, like where do you have that much meat on the top of your head?
That's like the guys with the cheeseburger neck, but he was on the top of his head.
On the top of his head, yeah.
Oh,
your brother got a lot of meat on the top of his head.
Yeah, a lot of meat, man.
You don't see some of those guys. You don't see some of the guys with a cheeseburger neck. Oh, the one get like the back of their neck.
I used to have that too. I used to have the fat neck, like like fire hydrant neck. Yeah. So yeah, my brother, he showed us the pictures like that, and we thought it was like a little bit more serious because he even had a couple on his arms and stuff like that. But that was all from the guy. You know, he's pounding out the guy. Yeah, yeah. So I think they like. From then on, they took a report and whatever, and then the cops was like, "Oh, we know that guy." And so, like, bro, my brother telling them, "Why is he locked up?" or something, like. But to have that happen to them, I think that was like a stepping thing too, because he was, you know, they was already heading to Missouri and stuff like that. So that was another stepping stool, because, you know, when you're out there kind of by yourself and stuff like that, you don't know how things can happen. You know, anything can happen.
Right. And it's not like you have family or community around you.
Right, exactly, yeah. And that's like somewhere in the Midwest, so like anything else could have happened instead of that.
No one else looks like you.
Right, exactly. Well,
so how did he actually get into slap fighting from there?
Oh, so from there they went to Missouri, And then in Missouri, he's seen flyers. He's seen all kinds of stuff like, you think you can slap, or even on Facebook. I was like, you think you can slap? And then he looked at the address, and it was like a 45-minute drive from where he lived. And it was in Branson, Missouri. And he ended up going out there slapping somebody, or going out there wanting to slap, but everybody was kind of scared because it was like, are you slapping? Like telling my brother, are you slapping in this? And he ended up getting his first match, not the first time, but the second time. He went back, and he went up against I think it was the hillbilly hippie or something. That's what his name. But they went 20 something rounds.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, 20. I think 23 or 24 rounds. But my brother took like 30 slaps, 30 times. Like slapped. Imagine getting slapped 30 times. Man, I wouldn't. That was like unlimited days, or like the days when you can quit.
That's like in boxing was like, never have rounds.
Whoever quits first, like that was
100 rounds of just
right,
Did they let him get back up and then go again?
Yeah, exactly. That's how it was. The guy got knocked out in like the third or fourth round. Boom, knocked out all the way down, and he sat down, and because
5-minute recovery.
Yeah, because exactly. So now they ask you if you still want to continue, and then of course the guy was like, "Yep," and stand up, and they win another 13, 14 rounds, and yeah. So he was getting knocked out. My brother was kind of got wobbled here and there, but my brother knocked the guy out like 3 times in that whole match. Yeah, and that one went viral. It kind of actually that video went viral. They made like I think a 1.5 million views on YouTube on a regular video, but the guy who owned the thing, he deleted the video and put up another one, and it only got like maybe 100,000 views on that one. But it was like, man, that first video went viral. Like, I thought when he knocked out the guy on the third round, I thought that was the end of the fight. But the video was the 20-something rounds. I was like, whoa, what the heck? Like, I was looking at him like, bah. That's when I was saying, I ain't doing that. Like, no way in heck, you get in my own face, like, huh? Like, yeah, because back in the day, you could just kind of, wasn't no rules, wasn't anything. So in the COVID times was really people looking for a knockout.
It was just entertainment, yeah.
Yeah,
wait, this is during COVID.
COVID, right when COVID hit, or like right before, and then COVID hit, and this is the only thing that you could kind of, in the videos when you like anything viral is happening, it was like you had to show something right away. Like, I don't know how Dana White makes his thing now.
Yeah,
he shows the knockouts right away, and like everything is right away, and so that's how you get content or people watching, because you kind of get the action right away, you know? And that's how the slapping is. Slapping was like that, because you're not waiting around a whole couple rounds, or you know, and like it's like 3 rounds, somebody getting knocked out, something like that. So that's what Dana White's seen on how much views, how much
especially
stuff.
on the social media,
entertainment,
right?
entertainment
So
factor.
all platforms, all platforms. And imagine him; he's already probably sponsored, or like, what do you call that? What is it, like when you're monetized? So I know Dana White, mostly everybody else get like probably $10 a 1,000 views or whatever.
Right.
But Dana White, he's probably getting like 30 to like 40, maybe even $100 every 30 views or 1,000 views. So imagine his bankroll when he reaches like a couple million views or whatever.
Right.
So like that's how I knew, or like that's how I found out. That's how they're getting their money more. Because I found out with my first slap fight with Dana White, I made 11 million views on one video, and my brother knows how much money you bring in for the company, because he talks to all the guys, and he was saying that I was the top runner up for a minute, but there's I think Ron Beta, Kainoa, Russell Rivero, and my brother, they're all like the top tier guys that made money for Dana White. And I was like, man, I want to know how much I made, so I can kind of ask for more when I renegotiate or something. I can I can bump it up, because I'm only getting regular, like how when they bring people in now, even the WWE guys, they bring those guys in, they're getting paid the same amount as me. So I'm like, bro, I've been there longer, man. I'm gonna ask for a good chunk of change in this next one, because going up there and risking your life for a slap. Like, bro, I would rather receive a little bit more than just fame and, maybe one check or something.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't know. I thought that shit's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But even like us, entertainment wise, we would rather watch two guys stand in front of each other and
Stand and bang.
Yeah, right, exactly.
they don't even get to, bro. It's not even that. They don't even get to move. They just stay there, right?
Yeah, for us, yeah. So the rules are really different. It's like you have to take the hit because if you flinch or move, like some people do it real good. Like you can move a certain way
Kinda
and
roll with
they
it,
don't.
yeah.
They don't really call it, but you have to stay there. If you flinch, you're taking one more. You have to take another slap, and it's no ifs ands or buts. Like if you flinch, you call it. That's it.
Because it had the one your brother fought, he made his fucking shoulders high up. Like,
Yeah.
So what's your mentality when you're getting ready to receive that slap?
Me, I just know that,
Like, do you just go back to childhood?
No, my mentality is I know I'm getting hit, so in my mind is like I'm gonna take this, and if I take it, I'm gonna see if you can take what I have, like type of deal, Like back in the day, like even my dad, he used to headbutt people with his head, and they're punching him, and he headbutt on, and then he's looking at them, and he's laughing because he know that one hurt them, and my dad used to hit people hard too, like my dad used to.
How big is your dad?
So my dad was like around same as us when we was younger, but
What is that? Like, give the people a number.
maybe right now he's he lost weight, but back in the day he was like around 300 something pounds, and back in the day he used to bang, because that's what it was back in Nanakuli and at home. Everybody had to fight, or you going toe to toe, the whole round, or even if you get knocked out, whatever, you shake hands with your opponent and you become friends or not, That's how it was back then, And my dad was a big guy. Even my dad and my stepdad, they fought with all of us we was looking at each other. Had me, a couple of my other brothers, and my sister. We always like cheering, or we always like kind of crying because we seen my stepdad and my dad beefing.
Wait,
going at it.
How big is your stepdad?
My stepdad right now, he's like 300, like right around 300.
How tall?
Maybe 5'10", 5.
Like Pops is like what, like 6'2", 6'3"?
Yeah, my real dad, he's like 6'1", and then he was like around like 3 something already, like kind of bigger than
big guys.
Yeah,
though.
2 big guys, just boom, and then, my dad used to play kind of dirty, So my dad he did a couple things where I think he went like he tried to my stepdad tried to headbutt my dad with his head, and then my dad just boom conked him. And then my stepdad flew on top of the car, and then my dad went on the car, boom, busting him up, and then my mom was in the driver's seat and kind of took off.
And they flew off the car.
It took off, man. It was on top of the hood. Oh, it took off, and we were like, oh, all of us kids, we was tripping out. Like, but my dad, he was a real deal in Nanakuli back home, and I knew when he was ready to fight because he would go tie his shoes, tighten up his shoes. And he's looking at us, telling me, "I'll be right back." And sure enough, that was the first time I see my dad really fight, or like my dad and my stepdad really go at it. Because we was young, we was kind of still too young. But I remember that time when I was like 5th grade, 6th grade, and going into intermediate, and that was a time where our family was getting split apart, but we still had family back then. Yeah, so everybody was Hanai, everybody close to us. Takes a neighborhood to raise a couple of the Viennese boys, So we had family around. We had Hanai family, but that was the time, the rough patch in our life where my stepdad and my mom and my dad kind of split apart, and then my stepdad fell right in there, and we never liked him at first, but he'd been with us from I think it was like 20, 25 years already, or a little bit more than that. My stepdad, so. Now we call him dad. I call him dad, but we still have our real dad. And that's one thing too. Most people don't have, that father figure, or like, I guess like nowadays, more the kids nowadays they don't see like how dad used to be, or like we used to get licking, used to get cracks all the time.
School,
yeah. You even miss school, or you get on D or something. Oh, my dad used to crack us, boom. he hit us with the poo stick or something, you know, pang, like. And nowadays, you know, the kids no more that they can just call 911, like, oh, abuse or whatever.
CPS.
Yep, exactly. So we grew up in that time where it was transitioning into like Gen Z, but we know, you know, because that's why no more too much father figures in the house nowadays. Yeah, that's why we try to. I try to do better by my nieces and nephews. You know, I show them the way. I'm their friend, but I'm still their uncle. So I show them like. You know, I'm not your dad. I still going pang. Like, you don't know, act up with me. And stuff
bro.
like
Imagine that you being your uncle, you can get cracked from him.
From the power slap champ. Yeah. Champ.
The power slap.
And he really would say like on slap. Oh fuck no.
I would be the best behaved kid. Straight A's. How much older is your brother than you?
My older brother, he's so Shano, he's in between of us. So he's like maybe 2 years. Almost 2.5 years older than me, and Shano's like a 1 year or like a little less than.
Shano's the barber next door.
Yeah, my older brother. But Shano is my older brother, and then there's Koa, who's older than us, and there was in my mom back in the day my mom had a couple miscarriages, so there was one supposed to be in between me and Shano. But she had a miscarriage, and then she had me after, and then but we all fell into like was it like, you know, when you go to high school and you get senior, junior, sophomore,
right after
freshman.
each other.
We all was like that. Was like, you know, we coming out of intermediate, we all was in high school, like freshman, junior, or sophomore, junior, and senior. So we all was in school at the same time, like.
That's a good feeling though, always having somebody to back you up, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I was freshman, and I was running from my freshman class all the way to where they used to hang out. And I used to hang out with them, my lunch, my recess and lunch, and they all knew us as the Ain brothers back then. Because we used to hang out all together, all us brothers. But we hang out with a whole group of guys by the cafeteria, but they used to call us the Ain brothers back then because all of our names rhyme. Our first name rhymes. So my younger brother, his name is Zane, and then my name is Dane, and then you got Shane, and then you got Lane. So they used to call us the Ain brothers back at home in high school, and I kind of didn't want to be known as my first name too. So that's why I used Mana or Kaimana or something, because I don't like my first name because just bring up memories of us getting teased and all that stuff back at home. So yeah, that's all. I wasn't even known by. Like, they used to just call us the Ain brothers out of nowhere, and everybody knew that. Like, they used to trip out, like, how do you know us? Like, the Ain brothers, but not knowing my brothers, know everybody. Like Lane and Shane, they cut everybody's hair, or like, back in the day, they knew so much people that only now I'm meeting some of the people that, you know, they know.
Since
They're
back
like,
then.
oh, I know your brother, I know this guy, I know, you know. So I'm like, like I kind of introduce myself and stuff like that, but like seeing them know my brothers and stuff, then bring up that excitement or like that stuff in their eye, like they're looking like, oh, you got another brother, or like another. Like right now, I'm the biggest out of all of them. Like,
Size wise?
Yeah, size wise, I'm the biggest. So I'm the younger brother, but so right now I look like my older brother, and everybody is like come up to me and think that I am.
The older.
I am, yeah.
Honestly, I thought you was older than Shane.
No, so.
Or I thought you were older than him. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought, yeah.
Who picked on you guys?
Man, a lot of people, but it was mostly kind of girls. Like for me, it was a couple girls. Like when I was in intermediate.
Were they bigger?
No, it was like punchy girls or like some, you know, just like tomboy girls. Like, yeah, because one time I got into a fight, but it wasn't even. I just was doing my stuff, and the chick got the book and just kind of hit me. You know those big
Textbook?
Yeah, the textbooks. It hit me, boom, I flew that back at her. I flew the whole table, chair, you know, the whole desk. I flew it at her, and I was about to hit him, but I was like, no, that's a chick. No. And then the
Spit
teacher,
on me, bitch. Spit on me.
Right. The teacher came in and stuff, and I was like, boom, I walked out. I was like, fuck that shit. I ain't trying to get beat up by a chick or even hit a chick. But yeah, I think it was mostly like people that's trying to beat up on us, try to like they think they get something over us or something, but not a lot of people try to pick on us because we was all together, you know, in high school and stuff. So.
Fucking mountains of men.
Yeah, that's why right now too. Bro, I wish I used to play more sports in high school and stuff. But when I was young, I used to get so my stepbrother was the all-star running back for Waianae. And then my Shano was a linebacker. And then my other brother too, they was all on the team. So I was the one in the big boys league because I got cut from all the other leagues, you know. And then I had to go stop my brother, like practice with my brothers. But I was getting run over all the time. Like I got to stop my brother, or like he's an all-star running back, and I'm over there trying to stop him. And man, I was getting frustrated. So my dad, like I was kind of yelling, and my dad was like, "You want to quit? Quit!" I'm like, "F this, then I'm out." Like I kind of quit, but I wish my dad didn't do that, you know, because I probably still would be in a sport or like playing something. But now we slapping people.
Yeah, the world champ.
Right. It still gave us a time, you know. The Lord still gave us a time. So what a time to be alive.
You were gonna be a professional athlete one way or another.
Yes, sir. That's why a lot of people still ask me if I play any sports or football. Everybody asks me, but I'm like, nope, no, I only do slapping. I'm only slapping people now.
So how did you actually bridge that gap and take your first slap fight?
Oh, so my brother, he ended up, we was running our own slap fight, like our own league. It was called Chin Check, but somebody else made it for us, and he was trying to run it. And so we flew to Stockton, California, and we ended up having a match out there with like about four matches that day. And I wasn't even thinking that, you know, it would become big or like it would be something. I just was thinking, oh, I'm getting paid. So I got paid $1,000 for doing that slap, and they flew us over to Stockton, California. They paid for everything, and then it was just that day too. Like that day, I flew in, slapped somebody, and then the night I flew out, I left. But we was at a car show. Is the lowrider car show, the Impala car show for lowrider, and it was in Stockton, and we was walking around with our slap fight gear, or back in the day it was called Chin Check, and we was walking around and we was telling everybody we was slapping and we're doing this. And when we did that event there, had kids, had all different ages of people there, but the kids was more excited. Like the kids, the way the reaction from the kids and all that stuff. It was like, it felt unreal for me to go up on the stage and slap fight. And even when it was my turn to talk or say something, I kind of blew it. I said something different, or I don't know, whatever was on my mind that time.
What did you say?
I don't even know. I can't even remember. Because I was supposed to, you know, say like thank you or like introduce myself or something, but I don't even know what I said, really.
You just blacked out?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Because it was that time. I took 5 slaps already. I'm like, well, yep. I'm trying to talk, but nope, nothing came out. And I was kind of tripping out, but everybody was supportive, all the kids, everybody there. And that was my first win, my first slap fight. And I still have like a little damage from that, because the guy who I went up against, he chopped me in my neck. Like, instead of a slap, he came with a straight chop right into my neck, and I'm like, oh, like,
What the fuck?
yeah. So it kind of bruised my whole stuff, like my whole chest right there, bruised for like 2 weeks after that. And then now it's like I feel it in my throat. Like sometimes my throat is like I kind of, you know, pop or like,
What the fuck?
Yeah. So I'm like,
Where did he go from a slap to this?
Yeah, I know. No, but back in the day,
German.
yeah, it was a white guy. But you know what happened? Because I probably hit him a couple times hard, and
He never know he was.
yeah, he was all dazed and stuff already. So he probably just tried to. Yeah, he was like he's like a old white guy, but I think he's like kind of
little mustache over his
Russian or
lip.
something. Yeah. But yeah, he ended up chopping me in my neck, and I was like, oh fuck, okay, yeah, like I know now it's my time to knock you out. Yeah. So I never knock. I'll take my time on my last one, and I came on a different angle where I was using more of my palm, and I caught him, boom, and he was like, his face was like this already, but I still caught him. He was like, oh, and he got knocked out, and I was looking at my brother like, yeah, this is it already, and he never get back up. So we went 5 rounds, and in the 5th round, I knocked him out. But after that, it was like kind of like unreal to go through that, and then now I'm going on the bus or the sprinter van and getting dropped off at the
Arenas.
airport. Yeah, well, I'm getting dropped off at the airport to go home. But it was like, for me, it was like unreal because, you know, won my first slap match, and it was just unreal at that time.
Fucking flew in, $1,000, got the knockout, fly out.
Yeah, we was out. I was actually supposed to go up against one of the bigger guys, but Uncle Micah, you know Uncle Micah, he went up against the guy that I was supposed to go up against, and they switched everything last minute, and then I went up against this Howley guy, this kind of old guy. He's kind of older too. But
really? How old? Like 65 years old?
Bro, pretty much like 50, 60. But even Uncle Micah, he got knocked out from that guy.
I think I remember that. I think I know. Yeah,
like he
looked like when Dirty Portuguese from
right,
home.
Yeah. So he's like a white guy, kind of looked bald, but he's all had white hairs and stuff. But he would knock out Uncle Micah too.
And he was good size, so he had a guy.
Right, yeah, he's good size. I was supposed to slap fight him again, but I was thinking to myself, bro, because I set up the event. The slap fight that Uncle Michael got knocked out with, I set up the whole thing, or like we
promoter
set up,
type of thing.
Yeah,
right?
so we set up the couple stages here and there, and then we set up the outside. And I was thinking to myself, bro, I ain't taking one slap when setting up all this stuff. And I was thinking to myself, oh, I would, but I told Uncle Michael, if you want to slap this guy, you can. And then sure enough, he just went, because he drove from Las Vegas to there.
Oh,
I think it was somewhere in Cali. I forget what is the place.
gotta be like NorCal.
Adelanto in California. I don't know if you guys know where that is.
Where's
it's like right before going into Cali,
Okay.
or like on the other side of probably that highway. But Adelanto, California, there was a big stadium there, and we did a thing where you could smoke weed. So the whole stadium, everybody's smoking weed at their place. So even me too. I even brought my mom them there, and every room that you went in, VIP room, everybody was smoking. Everybody had a butt joint or something. Even the food was, kind of stuff.
THC infused.
So I had my mom them. We was eating the stuff, and my mom and my uncle them. Everybody's all getting high. Imagine that you walk into one area, you think that's VIP, you end up going into another spot, and that was a VIP area too. And we was going to one VIP area to another, and then we end up in the front of the stage when, I think we had E40, had all kinds of people there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, had all kinds of people there, and the guy who spent the money for it, he did all kinds of stuff, and I don't think he even got money back for it, or but
Kind of like probably broke even or something.
Yeah, broke it, yeah.
So how many more fights do you have before Dana White starts to develop and release Slap?
What you mean? What you mean?
Between your actual first fight where you fly in, you win, you get the $1,000 for a knockout.
And then he starts slapping.
How many more fights before Dana White actually starts his Slap League?
Oh, so it was right around that same time I did my first one, but it's probably maybe 5 months after, because my brother did the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Logan Paul. He did one at the Arnold Classic, so that's where the big one. My brother kind of got knocked out from the Polish guys. So
that's when he was cheating, though, yeah.
Yeah, cheating, man. That guy was cheating, and he was on steroids. And for me, I wanted to go over there and freaking riot or bust him up or something. I wanted to do that, but had so much police there, had security, had everything in there.
Where was this at?
It was in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio.
Whose event?
It was
Arnold Classic.
Arnold Classic.
Arnold
Schwarzenegger.
The bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Who?
The bodybuilder.
Who?
Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Cali.
This fucking guy is
This
stupid.
guy. I don't know if you know the mayor of Cali.
Yeah.
You haven't slapped that. No, so even he has his events too. that was the first time he ever put on a slap fight. Or like,
his events are big too, yeah.
Yeah, big, real big. And at that place, the Arnold Classic, you can compete in everything. There's people competing in foosball. There's people competing in like all kind of different sports that you can't even think about, but they're competing in it. Like, and it's a whole like imagine a convention center big like ours, but in Columbus, Ohio, there's all hotels leading into that one convention center.
Wow!
So it was like man, it was the biggest place I ever been, and my brother did the event, but he left after he got knocked out and stuff. He left in the ambulance to go up to the hospital. But I was walking back with my dad, and when I walked back out, all the kids, like everybody was thinking that I was him. So there was like, they came up to me. I took like at least maybe 10 different pictures.
No way.
Yeah. So I was looking at my dad. I was like, should I tell him that's not me? And my dad was like, nah, roll with it. And I swear we took like at least 10 different pictures with all kind of kids, with regular people, and they thought that I was the guy. I was my brother. But at that time I was like, I'm glad I can represent you, but it's like it was heavy, to come through like that, and I was getting stopped. Like I couldn't even walk back to the hotel room without getting stopped. Like, and then my dad was like, no, that's not him anymore. Like my dad was like, no, that's not him, because I was waiting outside the door. And then people was just stopping, and people was coming out like, what's that? Is that you, the Crazy Hawaiian? And trying to take pictures and stuff. Well, at that time, it was cool to be there, for my brother, and because they was trying to throw him off his game. They was trying to tell him that you can't even do your regular slap. You can't even do none of the stuff that you do already. They was trying to change him up, because I think my brother would have knocked him out right away, But that guy, I would love to go up against him. His name is called Zaluski, and that's the guy that I want to go up against, because, I already went up against Dumpling, so that's the next guy that I want. But I don't think that he would make the medicals and stuff, because he's probably on steroids, all this other stuff. And I don't really care. I'll take him on the steroids. I don't care, but I really want just revenge for my brother.
Oh, so there is testing then?
Yep. So
it's the same as the UFC's.
Same as UFC,
wow.
yeah.
I thought it was just like Pride.
No,
just
yeah,
free for all.
probably, yeah. But Pride, you're getting big money. Yeah. If you're the champ, you're getting $1 million.
No, you mean they never had they supposedly had testing, but it wasn't food testing, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's probably how they get around the commission and stuff, but...
So after the Arnold, though, things really start to take off then for your brother. And is that when Dana started the league, or had the league already been around?
Yeah. Dana White just started his one around that same time. And Dana White has, he did like 2 events before it all started. And that's the one that went viral. The one the guy's whole face was like kind of come out. So that he did that event and another event before he even started the power slap. And then when he was doing the power slap, I was supposed to be one of the first guys on the power slap. So I came in power slap 1, but my opponent never passed medicals. I think they found a blood clot or something in his brain, and
Bone clot.
Yeah. so they took him out, and then I was still waiting, but they still paid me for showing up. So I still got $5,000 just for showing up and stuff. So I was like, yeah. And then and then from there I was like, oh man, I really can make money, or like it's a real thing, because before people would say it, but it's not really coming true.
They didn't see the check going into their checking account.
Exactly. So now I knew it was really serious, because my brother was telling me, oh, I got this opportunity. It's real big, and you sure you want to slap fight and stuff like that? And that was when I told him, yeah, of course, yeah. And I never know what he was talking about until the power slap people hit me up. And then I was kind of, like putting it 2 and 2 together, like, oh, this is real. Like, this is getting real. And then that's when I took it serious. And I was doing boxing classes. I was doing all kinds of classes for, gain my strength, or like just to be more fast, more speed. And that's when I went up against Slap for Cash. I know Slap for Cash. He was paying people back then to
slap them.
Yeah, so he could slap them. But he even got knocked up by Logan Paul. in one of the Logan Paul's videos, and he was crying and he was trying to sue Logan Paul, but man, you signed the contract or you signed whatever, man, you got knocked out. But I already knew he kind of didn't have a chin on him. That's why at that time, I had a car accident, and I was thinking to myself, oh, I ain't missing this for nothing, so I'm gonna use my left hand, and my left hand is just as strong as my right hand. So when I went there, they all the president and all the other people, they didn't really believe that my left hand was, strong.
So wait, what event was this?
It was still Power Slap.
Okay.
So it was like Power Slap 2, the second one. So Power Slap 2, they had an event, and then that's when me and Slap for Cash went up against each other. But Slap for Cash really wanted my brother, But my Slap for Cash was like, oh, I'm gonna take out, you take me out. He's thinking that way. But I was really looking at him like, you ain't getting through. No way. And at that time, I didn't tell nobody I had my car accident because I wanted to keep it on the wraps, and only the president knew, the Power Slap president, Dana White, and all those other guys, only they knew. So I hurt my whole right arm from, like, imagine the steering wheel from my hand all the way to my elbow to my shoulder around here, and then I went into the steering wheel like that. And the car I had, I think it had a faulty airbag, but because I remember the airbag didn't go off, but it was my fault because I fell asleep at the wheel. Like it was we had a party, we had my auntie's home going. And then I left with my friend, and then I went to this chick's house that I knew, and I had to I had to clean the house. I remember, oh, that's right, we got to go home clean, and I still up from that night. And then I was like, oh, it's only like a couple minute drive home. Boom, I ended up jumping in the car, hit the street, Las Vegas, boy, boom, my eyes closed, and that was it. God was like, here you go. But my mom always tell me that, God got you, or you got 9 lives, or just know that you only got a couple lives left.
Did your mom just call you a pussy? She called you a cat?
Right, pretty much. No, but she was telling me that, God got something for you, or it's bigger because, I probably could have seriously injured somebody or even myself, So that's why I take it now as now I really don't want to go out there how
like
back
you were
in
saying
the
earlier, making these mistakes or being caught in public.
Yeah. Back in the day, it was easy to do those things because nobody really knew us or seen our faces on their TV and stuff. But now when I go places, it's like I cannot get recognized. Like,
you go out and you somebody act up and you slap them. Power slap champ. Slaps.
It's just there's so much to lose now.
Yeah, and
not just for you, but the entire company, right?
Right, exactly. And we're licensed. We're same like the commission.
You got
the
registered
boxers.
Hands?
Registered hands. We have license and stuff. That's
wow.
It's the only way we can compete. If we do our licensing to the commission. And
who's gonna be the first guy to use the pimp slap? Who's gonna be the backhand guy?
I'm a backhand somebody.
The front of your hand is registered, not the back hand.
Not the back. No, yeah, I can imagine. I would see myself doing that too, because sometimes it gets a lot. It gets much. That's why I want my brother there, or how I was there for my brother. I would like somebody there too for me, because it's just like not a burden, but it's just a responsibility, and it's a lot. And that's what sometimes I don't want to go no place, but I would do anything for kids, anything for our neighbors or neighborhood and stuff. But for myself, I wouldn't kind of go out the house by myself, because it's just temptation is there and stuff. So, yeah, so
especially being that bigger guy, kind of like high school, people are gonna
right
look to try to get something off of the big guy,
yeah.
right? Make a little name or something.
Yeah,
get that moment.
And a couple of times too, I went by myself, and people was trying to have me slap them, and they was like, "Oh, we pay you." Or my other uncle reached out to me. He's like, "I got something for you. Can you come over here and slap this guy? He got money for real.
He got $5,000.
Yeah, he got some
slap
real
him
money.
For social media
yeah,
video.
I told him, man, I don't know. I don't think I can do that. I can't slap the guys at all because my hand's registered, and it's like even Uncle Micah went through that because he was slapping people and there's making videos and stuff, and it's like we're registered, our hand registered, and we're still contracted by the Power Slap, so we were still representing them, and they didn't like that because we're slapping people for real. When we was on the strip and stuff like that. And then Uncle Micah got caught, and they was like, take that video down, take that other video down. Like they kind of really watch us and stuff. So that's why I don't like do much, but I still like get out there, you know, because I don't want to piss them off, but I still want to, you know, at least get a cut off, you know, get a cut out of the pie, you know, because they're really making money off of us every video that they post, and so I want to make a little bit back, not just the check that we receive when we fight, you know. That's why, man.
Some branding, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You should work with their social media team though, and they will do more like collaboration posts with you guys.
Yeah, so me and my brother, we end up like closer friends with the social media girls and stuff, because we treat them like family. Or we have our own handshake with them.
Nice.
So I know what you mean. Like I can reach out to them, and it's just approval. You got to get it approved for them and stuff like that. Yeah.
But getting to collaborate and post with them, they've got what, like 3-4 million followers, whatever it is now.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just as much as the UFC at the moment.
Yeah, they just kill so hard on social media. Like you said, it's straight to the punch.
And it's so I say it's exciting to watch.
Right.
Like you're going there and you're gonna see somebody get fucked up.
Right. You're gonna see a knockout. Not like this, the kind like their boxing stuff.
Yeah.
I seen Dana White over there kind of upset that there wasn't no knockouts or something, you know? Because he did the Crawford and the
and
Canelo.
then you guys gotta hold the thing,
Right.
Bro, like you're legit hands is down.
Yeah.
It is weird.
So you kind of giving them their free shot, like it's like making it even, you know, both ways.
But you watched UFC growing up, right?
Yeah.
Fan of Ultimate Fighter, I imagine.
Yep.
Is it not weird being caught by Forrest Griffin?
It is a little because because
the Ultimate Fighter just caught me.
Forrest really he don't really catch you now. Like he just lets you go, and he's like pointing because he did that to the McKinney, and McKinney's opponent was kind of falling back, and he was like he barely touched him. He was like,
are they supposed to let you fall?
So they assist you when you fall, but they don't let you. They don't catch you.
No, it's like a
they just
pillow.
can't keep you up,
It's a
right?
pillowed fall.
Yeah. So they
Just
kind
don't
of
let his head
assist
hit
you.
the ground.
Right.
Trust
Exactly.
fall.
Yeah, exactly.
Trust
exactly.
fall.
Like you know they're behind you, but they're not gonna really catch you. They're gonna let you fall to the ground. Right?
But he does have his cameras on and everything, catching everything.
Bro, that's the best too. All the angles, like they the one perfected that.
But they killed
the
it.
angles and the guy with the glasses.
Even
and
the sound, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Now, I know when I was in
It's
Saudi
not like
Arabia,
because everything is set in place. They can have the mics or whatever, and everything is fucking for our
The
entertainment.
baby powder just.
right, babe. That's why I put a lot. Or I wipe my sweat. I wipe my sweat, and then I put it on my
it just
sweat.
sticks there,
So
yeah.
it stick on my hand.
And it just boom.
Yeah. So when I went to Saudi Arabia, I ended up doing that, and I had powder on both hands. And then after I slapped the guy, boom, I clapped my hand, and there was more power, like more smoke and more powder came out. And then my brother's my nephew, my older brother Cole, his son, was like, where do you got all that powder and smoke come from? But not knowing my hands was filled with
You
the
got
powder.
the smoke in your hands.
Yeah. So I slapped him, boom, all the smoke came off his face. And then I was like, yeah, and I slapped my hand, and you can see more powder, more.
That should be
more
a trademark
smoke.
now, yeah.
But that'd be crazy, you know. I'll probably, just do that, just trademark that, just like.
That's your thing, yeah.
Like LeBron, right? Before the games.
That's what I was doing. I was actually, because I was making trouble to everybody. So I'll pick it up and I'll try to snort it. Because, so much people know that I got caught on my first slap fight that I did for Dana White. I ended up pissing dirty. So I didn't know how they run the event, because we was doing piss tests. We did piss tests every week before that.
Shit.
And then the day of, I was thinking to myself, oh no, we're not gonna do a piss test the day of. But sure enough, we did a.
You did one bumpy kind of
I did one. But it was kind of worse.
Uncle Bumpy you did right before.
No, but not before. It was like at least a couple days before. But it still stayed in my system and stuff. So.
I thought you did one bump right before you
No,
went out.
I wish, man. That would have been killer.
Wide open, yeah.
Wide open.
Jones.
My Thanos, Kahitanos or something. Well, I would have been on one more, I would have been probably sweating more.
Way more powder.
Right, way more, yeah.
So what was it like navigating things while your brother was the champion and you were coming up the rankings?
It was kind of rough because I kind of went through the loss and then went through that that time where I got suspended. But I was supposed to get suspended for like 2 years. But the agent was calling me, and we got it down to 9 months and stuff like that. So in that timing, I was kind of losing hope, but I still was thinking to myself, I still can't do this, or like I still can, I still can make this a thing for myself too, because not only my brother's a champion, but I was thinking to myself, I'm still in the top 5, I was still in there, like for a reason. They still left me up in a 1, 2.
Well, you guys have the look too. You know what I mean? Like your brother and you, they have like that look.
Yeah. It's like,
what is that look,
crazy.
Raleigh?
They just like big, angry guys. Like somebody you don't want to get slapped by.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why they use us as security half the time.
Hybrid security.
Yeah. So that's why I wanted to make a company like that too. But nowadays, I don't like to do security at all because, you got to get physical, or you kind of watching, babysitting adults type of deal. But that's why when I go places, or nowadays I get recognized, or me and my brother, we get recognized as the same person, or he get recognized as me and I get recognized as my brother, but we still go with the flow. We'll still like act the part, or, because people know us as the guys on the screen.
Hawaiian is in the name somewhere.
Yeah. So that's why I choose my name as the Hawaiian Hitman, because I had a song, but my brother was telling me that, oh, you should make your name a coconut head or something. Well, I was like, bro, that's more nuts. I
You
don't know.
get the angry Hawaiian and the coconut head.
Yeah, the coconut head or something. Like, bro, how you gonna get that? I was like, no, I kind of found that the Hawaiian Hitman song, and I kind of, every time I listen to it, it's like kind of building me up to slap, Because a lot of times, you got to kind of build a persona, like how those wrestlers do nowadays. Like, they it's them, but they kind of acting the part, or like, kind of
become a person.
Yeah, they kind of bringing it out. That's why me too. That's why I try to use the Hitman, because once I find out my opponent or know my opponent's name, I try to take you out like the Hitman. That's my thing. Like I use the Hawaiian Hitman, and a lot of people are like, oh, how come you choose Hawaiian Hitman? He's Hitman only Hawaiians. Like no, I'm the Hawaiian Hitman because I'm a hitman. Like.
That's Hawaiian.
Yeah,
Hawaii.
Yeah. I'm a Hawaiian, but I'm a hitman. But I like the hitman because even the hitman is bald. You know that the movie?
Yeah.
So I in my first match, one of my first matches, I was kind of holding the gun like this, but I did like this, and I was like, how the hitman would in his posts, or like the movie
The cover, yeah.
Yeah, on the cover, he's holding the gun like this, and that was my thing. I was holding my hands, or make my hands like that, and I was just trying to find a persona with the hitman, and that's where kind of I was leading to more and more, like, because I wasn't really calling myself that, the Hawaiian Hitman. I was still calling myself Dane, or by my name, and then only now they put my the Hawaiian Hitman. When I'm going up in the slap fight,
Right.
it's the Hawaiian Hitman on my name now, and that's what I like. Now everybody can see, everybody know. Yeah. That's why even my dad was like, man, you should do something else crazy, or do something. I'm like, that's not really me, But I'm really down for something, I'm down to make, because the WWE guys, they're over there like
Good showman, yeah.
Yeah, showmen, yeah.
If you can add that showmanship to what you do.
Right. That's why I look at my brother sometimes, and
Well, like Connor, right? Connor's a showman.
Connor, yeah.
Look how big he got.
yeah, scoring movies, doing all kinds of stuff, and that's one thing too. My brother, we had lined up. We were making a movie. Well, trying to make a movie of our life, of our dad and our stepdad, and how we grew up, and then how we end up, becoming slap fighters and stuff. So my older brother is trying to make a movie like that, and I think that would be a hit too. And I would probably play my dad, because I look like my dad.
And your brother's gonna play your stepdad because
Maybe
he got smaller.
Yeah, he got smaller. Yeah. So we
he
probably
might
have
have
a
to
scene
gain weight,
in there
huh?
where we just Oh, even that's a funny thing too, where Dana White, he didn't let that happen, where everybody was asking if me and my older brother would slap fight. Excuse me. So everybody for like 2-3 years was like, are you gonna slap your older brother? Are you slapping him, or are you guys competing against each other? that's when, oh, excuse me. That's when I was like kind of, dumbing down my stuff, because if I would have won my match or one of my last matches, I would have to go up against my brother, So I kind of really didn't see that part, because kind of died down and pulled myself back, and because if I would have started winning at that time and my brother was still the champ, I would have to go up against him. But Dana White wouldn't let that happen, because we would ask probably for way more money than we would.
That would be big. That would be brother
big.
Versus brother. Yeah.
That would be like
But that'd also be great for the sport, right? You know what I mean? Help launch it into the next echelon.
Yeah, because he did a movie too.
Who does your parents
the
cheer for though?
They would cheer for both of us, but that's one thing that I didn't like, because we
split. Yeah.
Yeah, we would split in between of our parents and also our family. So I didn't want to put our parents through that, or
It's like what is it? Travis Kelce and the brother in the Super Bowl, right?
Oh, yep. Yeah, when Eagles and
who do you cheer for more?
Right, exactly. Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
That's who you cheered for more. No, even that movie. There was a movie called Warrior or something with those brothers, and one was a teacher and one was a ex-Marine or something, and then they both was trying to fight in the UFC, and then they both made it to the championship, and then they fought each other. That movie Warrior, and I was thinking to myself, oh, that would be a killer movie, or like, something that me and my brother could do. But I was like, nah, putting our family through that, and just probably people would be talking more about that thing. Yeah.
So you lost, so you guys didn't have to fight, and he got lap band surgery, so you guys don't have to fight.
Yeah. So I lost. I lost by decision, and then he ended up going to Dubai, winning the match in Dubai. But his next match, right after his Dubai match, he ended up doing the surgery thing. And that's when I was kind of taking it more serious, because I already knew he was kind of going down. Yeah. So when I went to Saudi Arabia, I trained my ass off for that one. And me and my younger brother, we were slapping the pad, and we would do that every day and night. So I was like,
what is the training? Like I always think what is the training?
Man,
what about like even the receiving part? Like Uncle Mike said, he just throws the medicine ball at his face. Like how do you train for both sides?
About that.
Like how do you train for both sides?
So there's no real no real thing that you kind of got to make stuff up for it. But what I do is I do eat, because super heavyweights, we don't have no weight. So I use that as strengthening my jaw. So I'll be chewing on some meat, some steak or something.
Well done steak.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll be eating everybody's leftovers, and like, I'll bring that shit. That's my.
It's the best sport in the world.
Yeah. I'll be eating, and you really couldn't train, but I end up buying this thing called the Iron Neck. So you put it on your head. Joe Rogan kind of made it famous. Yeah. So I bought that, and made my neck stronger. But I was doing traps. I was in the gym and stuff like that.
Have you ever tried giving head?
Are you stupid? He won't give you one slap.
I slap you with my left hand. No, man, that's not even. That's not gonna help you receive a slap.
Straight fucking neck, throat, everything.
Damn. No, not for us. Not for the super heavy. Maybe the light heavies or the other guys. They can use that. They've named the strength. No, but
because do you work on callousing up your hands? Like
yeah. So right now I do, but I kind of took off of kind of training with this other guy. But I do. We were slapping 2x6s and kind of. I do this other thing. We
you just stand the 2x6 up and you just slap the two.
Pretty much, or we put it on the table and just hit them.
What the fuck?
Callus the hands, or make the hands strong. But
do you guys staple sandpaper to the thing too?
No. You know what? That would be a good one. But I did put nails. There's nails, and we slapped the other 2x6 into the other one with the nails, and boom, yeah. So I was doing that for a minute, but now I'm like, I don't know if I really need to do that. But becoming a champion and stuff I know everybody's after my head, so I got to do more than what everybody thinks I'm doing. So that's why I don't really post my stuff anymore, because I don't want people knowing that
what you do.
Yeah, what I'm doing.
You might implement that and then whatever else they have.
Yes, but I'll still post like a gym stuff, like EOS or whatever. Even my uncle's house, in his garage, we have a whole workout machine, and in my garage too, I have stuff that's hooked up to the wall, and I use resistant bands. I use all kinds of stuff, and I have this thing called the bob. The body with you can fill it with water. I slap Bob every day, or there's a puka on the top of his head, and when I slap that thing, boom, there's stuff coming out of there. Like I'm like boom, like slapping it, and there's like stuff's coming out. I guess it's the foam and all that thing that's in there. So I'm like, oh man, like I kind of judge that, like, because I feel Bob. I call him Dumpling now, because that's his name. I don't call him Bob. But that's what it's called, the Bob, the punching dummy. But I filled him all the way up to the rim. The max water can go in there, and then I duct tape the thing so the water don't come out, and I cinch it down, and it's like almost 300 pounds or a little bit over, and nobody's hitting it like that, Like everybody fills it probably halfway, or probably leave it empty or something, and then they hit it. But I found out that helps with hitting somebody, because you're hitting their whole. Like some people cheat, so they're tucking their thing, or when you hit their face, you're kind of hitting their whole body, like how me and my brother, we're a fire hydrant, so our neck and the head, everything is like locked. So that's what I kind of imitate with Bob. So I'm hitting him with full force, but he's like 300-400 pounds filled with water and stuff. So, and then I would use that. Or I would use resistant bands on my hand and a slapping Bob at the same time. So I would make the wall, use the resistant bands, and I would slap him. I would do that just constantly repeating, because I have a good slap down already. So all I need is the muscle memory or the strength and stuff. So, or even the speed. That's what really we're trying to more train on the speed and accuracy, because right now, you can slap anybody, but if you don't have the speed and accuracy to get them right on the button, or, because almost constantly they're moving at the last second, or, they're kind of flinch and stuff. So you really want that speed and accuracy to catch them right on the button. Right, boom, yeah. So it's like you kind of got to work the training regimen. It's like I was doing more boxing stuff than really doing the slapping thing in the beginning. But now I know all I need to do is just work on my slap, and then train my my neck, my head, and then my core.
It sounds so similar to like baseball. Like you sound like a slap coach compared to like baseball is like a hitting coach, right? But there's so much money now being dumped into the sport where when you have an economy behind it, you do start to figure out these nooks and crannies and all the little advantages that you can get in the sport, right?
Yeah. That's why a lot of people, when they was bringing people in, their first time ever doing a slap match, a lot of people don't know that it's defense as well. So everybody's going up in there regular, like just standing there and just boom, getting knocked out. Like, like in my mind, I'm like, how can you even do that and think that you're gonna survive the slap? Because it's even, you put your hands down. And,
bro, look at his hands.
Yeah, my left hand is just
meat.
Yeah, so I hurt my right hand.
No, it's like thick. Like when you go like this.
Oh yeah,
meat, bro.
You got some mitts, some big men. No, this is I call them the destroyers.
He's right-handed too, but his left hand's stronger. He said.
Yeah, my left hand is stronger. No, I call them destroyers because even my feet is 16.
You should see what they do to my girl.
No, even what's more funny, the chicks that ask me, "Do you slap the booty like that?"
No, bro, you broke their back.
I'm like,
slap a cheek off.
I'm like, yeah, I would, but nah, not that hard.
Fucking pelvis gonna come right
Oh
out.
yeah, I'll slap them. Boom, this skin.
Scoliosis.
Yeah, the bones and the skin separate.
Stephen Hawking after.
No, that's what I was thinking, man, I'll slap the booty or something, and then they can, make it red, and then they tattoo that thing. But a couple times too, I almost did it. But I was thinking to myself, like,
purple, not even red.
Right. It's a big ass handprint, all purple already. No, I was thinking that too, because sometimes I was trying to think about content and we could do something, but now we know we can't hit anybody at all. So it's like I gotta sign contract or they gotta sign something, so it's legal and stuff like that. So, but that's why I didn't want to happen too, because so much people ask.
What if you just do like 6-inch slaps? Like you measure 6 inches and then it's a short.
Yeah. I mean, I would like a
Not
like
a full swing. You just get one.
No, you know what? I can. It still would. You know, I still would knock somebody out like that. You know why? Because sometimes you know my hand. I forget how big my hand is too, and when I swing, I really just got to swing. I just make contact. Because the last time I did break somebody's nose or break their whole face, like their whole side, and I was telling the judge, like, you guys want to check on him or something? But his whole nose, everything was bleeding, and I was thinking to myself, like, oh, no matter where I catch you, I'm gonna break something in you.
Yeah, that's so fucked up. Like, could you imagine?
My hand is so big. Yeah.
Like, for a second, I was sitting here like imagining him.
Yeah, it's pretty much wrapping your
Bro, I
whole
was just
face.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't stand there.
Yeah.
No, but if he's competing, his hands wrapping.
be-
How
Yeah.
much would I have to pay you to take a slap from standing in front of?
No.
Legitimately, like, how much would I have
Have to be a
What would be the
lot,
minimum?
like 6
Right.
figures, bro. I
Right,
don't even know,
exactly,
bro,
right?
because I'm gonna have to fucking have like
100 grand.
reconstruction.
Yeah,
or
get
something.
some
Exactly.
medical. Even me too now. Like I gotta claim some medicals and stuff right after the slap fight. Cause
Bro, like
We
if
get
when
hit
you
so
his
hard,
hands,
yeah.
it's even if the right here is catching like your nose, his fingertips is catching the
God,
opposite side of your head.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
that's how I broke the guy's face. Cause my hand, I count them with my fingers first, but my rest of my hand still coming. So my hand formed to your face and just break everything like wow, like. And I feel them too when I feel the guy's head when I slap, I can feel it already. Like if I gonna hit this guy or like bust his
Kind of
face.
like baseball, right? Like when
Yeah, I
you
can
crack,
kinda
when
feel
you
it,
know
yeah.
you hit a ball
Yeah,
deep, right?
yeah.
Like it's the same thing.
Yeah, even with a few knockouts where I had, it didn't even feel anything.
Just go straight through it.
Yeah, I just hit the guy and I didn't really feel. All I felt like a pressure point. But the couple of my other slaps, because I have a viral knockout with the right and the left, but my viral knockout with my left is
That's when you yell after, yeah.
yeah, that's when I kind of had the because at that time once I felt contact, bro, I knew he was knocked out because I felt it right away and I was like yeah, and I was like whoa, like kind of felt like I don't know, there's like a power when you knock somebody out with a slap, you know, when you punching somebody, yeah, you can feel it, but it's nothing like a slap because it's your palm.
All your nerves, you
It's
feel
your palm.
everything.
Yeah, so it's different. That's why when I knocked him out with my left hand, I was tripping out because that was one of my first knockouts, like the clean knockout, like you know, like
Cold.
That's so
Out
crazy.
cold,
You
yeah,
can literally
clean one.
feel yourself turning somebody's light switch off.
right, yeah. Even with my right hand, that's what happened when I went to Saudi Arabia. So I had a different slap. So I'd come up and I'll come back down, and the guy was kind of scared and he flinched and he moved. And when I came down, boom, and I made contact, that's when my hand went kind of limp after because I didn't put any more power into it. My hand was just kind of going with the flow after that. And that's why I didn't really push anything through it because I felt the knockout. I felt his lights out already. And that's for me, it's like having that feeling, not a lot of people can have that or like can get that, you know, because that's what my brother was talking about. Because he knocked so much other guys out with his, you know, with his palm, and that's why you could see him in his old videos when he knocked the guy out. He's already cheering too as well because you can feel it like right away.
How would
Boom.
you describe it? Like, can you legitimately feel like their body's shutting down and like going limp as you're coming across on the slap?
Yeah, kind of. It's like when you make contact, it's like like they're not. Yeah, they're not like how they're being tense. It's all loose after that.
And just go straight through.
Yeah, because you already know because it's like hard, but once you catch them on that button, it's like everything goes limp. Everything, like the whole body, everything. So you can kind of feel it already, like right away, like boom, like oh, like it kind of surprised me too. The first time I knocked somebody out with the slap, because the slap for cash guy, I hit him once, boom, I dropped him, and I was thinking, oh, he's done, and he's done, and then they gave me, you know, in the second round. And then I was thinking to myself, bro, I didn't even like slap you, but I'm gonna crack you, as hard as I can. I'm gonna knock you out. And then he was talking shit to me. He was telling me, like, I was lining up. I was like 1, 2, and he was like, he was telling me something, big boy or I forget his name, but he's like something big boy.
He was talking shit to you while you were lining up.
Yeah,
your
when I
slap?
was trying to slap, and I was like, through that, I was thinking to myself, oh yeah, boom, and I pulled back, and I was like, bah, and already that's when I knew already I hit him good, perfect, and that's when I was cheering. I was like, yeah, and that was like my all time kind of high with my left hand, like a knockout with my left hand, like just being there at that timing. Even though I kind of threw it all in the hole after pissing dirty, but there's nothing like that feeling where you knock out somebody in front of the crowd, in front of potentially the whole United States or even the world, and there's nothing like that feeling.
And you figure these power slap tickets are harder to get than the UFC fight tickets.
Right now, some
it's
of
only
them,
influencers.
Yeah, some of them right now, they're paying, but Dana White does give away some. They're paying at least $3,000 for the regular, just like some of their regular VIP or the influencers. They're paying like $3,000 on just that, because they want the whole package, or they want the, food, they want the best seat, or even drinks. Everything, drinks is on the house, everything, because you're paying a big package.
It's almost like an influencer crowd, yeah.
Yeah. But they have public area, but the slap fight I was in, this last one, excuse me, the tickets didn't go. The lowest it went was like $99. Like that, like every time there's a slap fight, it goes down to like $60 or something like that. But with me and Dumpling, we was more desirable, so our tickets we still sold out, but our tickets was still at like $200, $150, and still at that price. That's still high, and it kind of sold out as like probably a couple seats left here and there. But just to see that and the tickets, like the sales and stuff, then kind of confirms with me like I'm still legit, or we still kind of in the big leagues, because some people, some of the last slap fight we went to, they didn't even have the big boys, but their tickets went down only to like $60 or $50. And me and my brother, we bought tickets, we went, but it wasn't exciting too.
Wait a minute. You and your brother had to buy tickets.
Yeah, because then had him and his wife, and he wanted to bring other people. So I was asked if I can get a ticket, but it was already at that timing where everything was kind of.
Was it last minute or something?
Yeah, pretty much last minute, or
and too much people they're trying to go.
Yeah.
I mean, if they got tickets discounted at that price,
well, I didn't have the belt.
Give them a dozen tickets.
Yeah, I didn't have the belt at that time.
Oh, okay.
But I can imagine now they would give me a ticket, or they'll let me come through.
They'll give you a handful. At
yeah,
least.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's what I'm more excited about too, because I want to go to these events. I even want to go to the October 3rd one. Mm-hmm. So I'm asking.
Where's that at?
It's here in Las Vegas.
Okay.
It's at the Fountain Blue. Yeah, and that's the Quinones and the Brandon Bardot. It's their third match, I think. And each time they went, they gave the belt to each other. So now the other guy has the belt, and then Isaiah Quinones, he's trying to get the belt back. But that's a good slap fight, because they're like the top tier of, I think, the middleweights or something. They're the middleweight, or probably like, I think it's middleweight or like the flyweight, or I'm not sure.
Some small shit.
Yeah, the smaller class, yeah.
So what's next for you? When do you think your next fight's going to be? And who?
Man, I'm not too sure, man. It's all up in the air, but I think they're trying to find me a opponent, because the Dumpling and Makini Manu is slap fighting each other. So
and that's for the number one contender spot, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, number one, or that's pretty much just to find an opponent for me, because I would take on anybody, but I'm not gonna slap fight as a champion. I'm not gonna slap fight somebody that's off the what you call it, like the rankings. So I'm not gonna fight somebody that's just coming in. Other people gotta do that, not the champ. Like the champ just fights whoever's in like from
top,
from from the sixth rank and up.
Yeah, and if it's gonna be 5 or 4, they've got to be red hot.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Dumpling's one of the biggest names. Would you say the biggest name in the sport, right?
Yeah,
especially from
still,
Russia,
yeah.
right?
Yep, still.
And Manu's just been hot as of late.
Yeah, so the guy that Manu went up against, that's who I lost. He knocked out the Dwayne Crespo. Mm-hmm. He knocked him out on his last one, but that's who I lost against. Because I'm not gonna make the excuses, but you know, I did stuff that I don't really do because I train a certain way, but when I went up to the slap fight, I ended up wearing a sleeve. I ended up doing stuff that I didn't do, you know, because I trained a certain way, but I didn't train with the sleeve or anything like that. So I made myself look bad, but it just kind of built up to where I don't look too intimidating, but when they go up against me, it's like, it's the real deal, you know. We're not playing around anymore, you know. We're there to either take your head off or we're there to compete, you know. We're not you know, gonna cause a foul or, you know, or like right off the bat, or we're not gonna like how the champion should be. We got to be more versatile. Even that's why I like left and right, because people don't know, you know. And now I have a different game plan. Like in my slap fights, I would only do it on one or like three or something. But now I can change it up.
Does that throw them off too?
Yeah, it does. So it would throw a lot of people
right,
off.
left, whatever.
Yeah, right or left or even on the count, you know, 1, 2, or 3. So you do like a left on 3, and then I'll do a right on 1, or, you know, I'll go back to the left and left on 2 or left on 1. Or, that's what I'm trying to do.
If you do like on 1, is it like if you do on 3, you have like more time to prepare? Like you think
it kind of is, but most people kind of.
Hold on, you gotta wait for 3 of those fuckers come close.
Right. So most people kind of gotta get the timing off. So that's when I would, you know, nowadays I'm gonna throw a different, you know, maybe right on 2, or left on 1, or left on 3, or, you know, I'll throw the timing off for them, you know, because before I was just like right on 1, left on 1, you know, on 1, and then now they get the timing down or something. But if you would change it up, I think it would mess with them, because they're probably like ready or getting ready, or, you know, kind of holding that position for a while. And then even for me, I don't even like tense up everything. I'm only tensing up my mouth and my jaw, because if you separate this part, your jaw from your skull, your lights is out. And then if you're like, if you get slapped so hard and then your brain hits the side of your head, your lights is out too. So that's the 2 things I train on. And a lot of people think, oh, you got to kind of tighten everything up. But no, it's not. It's not that. You got to bite down really hard and not let your jaw separate from your skull. And that's the one thing I do to everybody. Because that's the one thing, when I slap you, I want that jaw to, or your head to rattle so you get knocked out. Or your jaw to split because you're going to get knocked out right away. Because if you can separate this, your brain, or, you know, your body gonna tell your brain, boom, shut down. Or so that's how I train. Like, I rather get the accuracy, or I rather hit them at that right spot, boom, and you know you're turning their lights off and stuff. So that's more of like how Dana White, he loves the knockout, or he loves to put on a show. You know, like that's his thing. He want to wow people, or have an event where
the holy shit moment.
Right, that's what he's all about, and that's what I was trying to train on this last one, but I didn't know. Freaking Dumpling, he invented this stuff too. So he was moving forward, and I ended up hitting him in his ear, on both sides of his ear.
He moves the way where he puts.
Yeah, so he moved forward, and I didn't really judge for that, because you really cannot tell something moving to you. You cannot really judge that, or you cannot tell that's like, I don't know how you, because it's like how
especially that slight of a movement, right? We're talking inches.
Yeah, we're talking. So my hand is lined up perfectly like this to his chin, but when I come in, my hand is still at the same spot, but his face is more
right.
to
so
me.
You hit the back of his head or something.
Yeah, so I hit him in his ear or something, and I'm glad they didn't call me as fouls, because they can see it.
He moved.
Yeah, they can see it. So I'm telling myself, man, if you see that, why don't you call it or something?
Foul on him.
Yeah, call it. But that's when I hurt my hand. I think the first round, I hit the guy, boom, and I kind of felt like it was off. But I know where I'm slapping at the same spot. Like, I'm not going deeper or anything. I'm right at the area, right at that place. So I knew if it was high or something, it's because he was moving, or like you flinching at the last second. But I didn't really judge that, you know, because I need somebody in my because the coach is good. When they
You're gonna piss test him again.
Man, I wish, man. No, I kind of had a, you know. I kind of did part, but nah, I don't party like that.
John Jones of power slap.
No, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, man, I'm probably just like the John Jones, man. Like, you piss dirty, man, but we still the champ.
Footage coming out.
We're the champ, but we still piss dirty, but we still get fights. No, that's even a couple of times they even told us, if you do anything, just let us know or something, you know, because they even them, they probably can handle, yeah. But a couple of times I didn't lie, you know, I didn't lie to them. I told them the truth and stuff, so that's probably what helped me out. And
how did that phone call go?
Man, so they called me like 2 weeks after. There was kind of, you know, I already kind of knew what they was calling for, and they was telling me, man, we just got called from the commission, and you did piss dirty, and then they was like, man, it's kind of a lot. How much you take? And I'm like thinking to myself, I want just tell the truth. And I was like, it's only a gram. It's only a gram, and then most people are like, man, that's a lot. But me, I'm like, damn, that's not a lot. Yeah, but I was trying to be honest with them, and then I told them, I gave them all my stuff, and I told them, you can overturn the win or whatnot, and that's what would help me because I was more honest with it, Because if I would have said, nah, or trying to hold it back or something, it probably wouldn't help me because they even paid my fee. They paid my fee, and then I didn't have to pay the fee and stuff. So that was a blessing too as well. But I just glad I still get this opportunity, and I had to take the belt off the shelf, my mom's shelf, because I got to remind myself, who I am, or who, what God did for me, or what I accomplished. So that's why only now I'm kind of wanting to do stuff, because when I first got the belt, it just felt unreal, like. And I was kind of unhappy with my slap fight too. I was kind of unhappy with the outcome or the what happened with what happened with Dumpling. I was kind of unhappy with it, and I was like telling myself, like, man, I wish I did more or something like this. But we still got the strap, so, and it's back at the house. The rightful owner is back in the Viernes household, and I just want to do more better than my brother. That's why I don't want to take it in the clubs, but I end up going to the club the other night with the belt, and I went to the midget wrestling and everything. Hey, got us in for free, man. We was in there for free. I took
right, you should be doing more stuff like that.
Yeah. I was thinking to myself, oh man, I would love to be in the ring, and then I would use the belt. I would slap somebody, bang, because they said we can do those things, like.
It's promoting the promotion.
Yeah, and it's promotion. So we can do fights or anything, boxing. We can do all these other stuff. But if we slap fight, we cannot do it for nobody else. Like, because they own us and slap fighting. So that's why I'm thinking, like, man, I would love to do a boxing match or Misfits, just get out there. Okay. Or even wrestling, the WWE stuff, because that's still commission, and you're still getting publicity and stuff like that off of that. So that's what I'm more excited about, because I want to do more, but I need a manager, or I need somebody to help me out, or
you don't need a manager.
Well, marketing manager. Yeah. Both. No, but that's why I stick with my brother then, because when I used to go with my brother and he had the belt, I would hold my brother's belt for him, and I would give people the belt. When they take pictures and stuff, I'd have them hold the belt, and I was there with my brother, and the same thing I was doing for my brother is kind of the same thing I would like, my brother to experience, or somebody else to experience that.
But your brother still has his belt at home, right?
He has multiple belts. So he ended up giving his first belt to my mom. So my mom's house, I have my belt, and then we have the other belt there. So I told my mom, this is hers one, but I told her I need it for now.
Until you go get your next one, right?
Until I get another one, yeah. So.
But in terms of being able to do those appearances at clubs with both brothers, having their belts, great promotional tool.
Right, exactly, yeah. That's one thing I would love to do. And my brother, he has this marketing manager. I forget his name, but William. I might be signing with him too, because he's actually moving on their behalf. They're getting him, he's getting him all kind shows, all kind of stuff that. Put you out there. So that's the same thing I want with me. But with me, I could do it myself, but I would have to be the one to advocate or talk. You know, I'll be the one to break it all down. And I don't mind that, but it just becomes a lot. You know, like I don't know. You start business.
Also having the professional representation,
right, exactly, yeah.
like just that border between you guys.
Right, right, and it's like the first impression type deal. You know, so when you meet people and stuff like that around town, and even now, like I don't even some places where I go, everybody else mentioned who I am, and I feel kind of like I want God to have the glory, or like like I don't want to take all the glory, like because it feels kind of not heavy, but it just feels a little bit wrong that I don't mention God or I don't mention who got me in the area. So sometimes when they say, "Oh, is this the Hawaiian Hitman, the slap guy?" and people really look at me and then they kind of see you. But I always tell them, "No, you're the champ," or I always tell them that no, God is the champ. That's who the real champ is. That's why I rather glorify God than myself, because you know what, I'm gonna have plenty of times where I can, glorify myself, but everybody already know who we are. So there's not one place that we walk in and people already can see, people already know who we are and stuff. So that's why I kind of downplay it. But it's like for me, it's like I gotta kind of stop that because it's like I'm the worst enemy of myself, because I kind of cut it short or, pertain to God, but not knowing that this is a real valuable thing that I really got to jump on and I really got to make it happen. Because I've seen other people, man, fly with this thing, fly with the belt. Like my brother, they would, do events back to back here and there and do appearances and stuff. And then there's other slap fighters, even them too. They don't do nothing, but they're the champ and stuff. So it's like I got to find my own way or my own avenue. But I just don't want to be in the clubs. But that's where this thing will mostly thrive, in the clubs. The slap fight belt, because everybody want to get slapped.
Slapping ass.
Why don't you want to be in the club real quick before we get out of here?
Well, when I was doing, the Gold Spike days right before COVID and stuff. So, I already, security wise, I feel like the club and I used to be there when the party started. And when the party ends, so I was the, security guard. We was all security, but I was a rover, and I seen how the party goes from start to finish. And even for me, it's like the influence, you're influenced by the atmosphere, or like you're influenced by the people around you. It's either you're influencing the atmosphere or the atmosphere influencing you. So that's why I get kind of scared because I'm not strong in that type of places, because what we used to do back in the day, like, man, it's easier to do those other things and go off, like, we go off and it would come so easy, But now it's like being a slap fight champion. I don't want to affiliate myself like
positive.
That.
I want to be a positive.
Yeah. I don't want to, because then sometimes it gets like that. Because the club, that's where everybody watch it, or the nightlife, that's who's watching it, stuff like that. So it's easy to get into that lifestyle, but I don't want it to be like that. I rather glorify, God and how far He took me. That's what I rather do. But it's a little bit harder because you got to weigh out the options. And
right, we've had the same type of thing where big strip clubs in town have wanted us to host the podcast there and do episodes there, but
right.
I've had that same confliction.
Yeah. For me, it's like man, because the young, it's mostly young people, the young guys, like the younger generation watching the slap fight, and that's the influence. You're influencing them, So it's kind of rough, a little bit tough and rough when we want to do it like that. It's easy. It comes easy.
Money, right?
Yeah, it comes easy. But for me, it's like that's why I kind of stayed home for a while because I already knew what my options was. It's either I'll be in a club or I'll be showing up at all these other places where it's like, it's like maybe good or maybe bad for your company or yourself, That's why I'm kind of glad, I get this opportunity with you guys and we like, man, I want to make it honorable to have this belt, I want to bring honor to God and and to the people surrounding, because all the Kanaks, the Hawaiians back at home, man, like. It's just so much love, so much like when we go places, I don't know. It's like everybody's more proud. Or I see other people's faces or like how other people react to it. Everybody's more proud, or everybody. I see the passion in a lot of people. But before I was like, slapping thing would go over my head, or like, I wasn't a champion back then. But now I see how much passion and people have in
even everybody from home though is like they watch you guys on TV. We get to see you guys on TV. It's like another thing we get to cheer for. Right?
Well,
besides UFC,
you represent something more than just you now, right? You represent for all of Hawaii.
Yeah. Because before it was like the UFC guys, or if it was a boxer. Now it's like you guys have your own thing, and you guys help almost like create this.
Yeah, trailblazed.
Trailblazing. My brother was pioneering, and that's what I want to do too. I want to take it to another level, but it's just it's either I'm holding myself back or I don't have the resources at the moment. But hey,
you're starting now, though.
Yeah, we started. Right? We're starting. Yeah.
You're doing it right though. You're putting God first, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, that's why I want to. With the belt, I want to at least 5 times defend this thing, man. Defend this belt, at least get 5 other belts, or maybe even more, because I want to do it. I want to be the guy that hold the belt as long as possible. Because just like the Bell, and all these other champions, even Wolverine, Beta, man, they've been the champion from when they first started. There was the champion, the heavyweight, the light heavy. So I'm trying to do the same thing and hold the belt at least for 1,000 days or something,
Well, that's how you go down in history, right?
Right, exactly,
like Mark Kerr and these guys of the early UFC days. Now, Wolverine, these guys are the guys that become that for
everybody coming,
the power slap.
Yeah, and then this is good for me to know that I'm holding the belt. I gotta remind myself like every day, is to keep the fight, the good fight of fate, and I gotta remind myself, because when I had it on a shelf, man, I didn't even see it. It was on the shelf, so wouldn't even
out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, and same thing now. So in that month, I wasn't even thinking that I was a champion. It was still in my mind. I was like, it's unbelievable. I don't even think that I am the champ. But going places now and getting out there, it's like okay, I see it in other people's eyes, or I see how much passion everybody else has. So I gotta pick up the ball and run with it. So that's why I'm glad for this opportunity. And right now, man, we're looking for sponsors, managers. Come and get some.
That's perfect. Any other plugs before we get out of here?
I do, but shoot, I don't know.
You got any plugs, Raleigh? Well,
just I got October 5th.
Yes, sir.
October 12th, No Talk Heavy and Honors is doing the truck cruises in Hawaii, so Kauai and Oahu, and then right after that we fly back to Vegas. We got our 2-year anniversary and our trunk or treat. So
yes,
that one should be a big one.
Yeah.
And then like a Toyota Finley, you know what I mean? If you wanna get a truck, get a Tundra, us are Toyotas.
Brand new.
Go see
2003.
See our boy Rem over there, come on the discounts.
Yes,
for all the boys.
Seriously, anything Toyota in Vegas, Finley Toyota down in Henderson. They're gonna hook you guys up. Subscribe to Still French Show on YouTube. Follow on Instagram as always. Tacos Los Neri down in Henderson for me. Plugs, brother.
Shoot, really, all God, all glory goes to God. That's really my main plug. But hey, come, I'm looking for anything and everything to help me and succeed. So hit me up on my IG at the Hawaiian Hitman, and man, let's get it started. Let's get it rolling from there.
The Hawaiian Hitman.
Yeah,
super heavyweight power slap champion of the world.
Yes, cool.
See you guys next time.
Aloha. Yes, cool.